Hi guys, welcome back to my yoga flow for Sunday. So today you will have some heart chakra focus vinyasa flow, and basically we're gonna try to. When I view heart chakra in a scientific way, it's mostly you try to stretch your chest area, and that would basically use that would use your shoulders in order to arch your chest out a little bit more. So you just stretch more. So you will see that there's some shoulders um, protraction in the way that you're just gonna try to arch your chest out. Also, that if you do some sort of back bend flow, that would include some heart chakra too, because when you bend your back, you basically expose your chest out and stretch your chest out. So if you have been following my session, there are some sessions that I'm doing some sort of back bends, not in an extreme way, but enough for you to um, kind of activate your spine and also stretch your chest. But today we're gonna do some little bit of chest opening with the heart chakra focus. So basically, sometimes we're gonna clasp our hands together, arch our uh, back a little bit, and pushing our chest out. Or sometimes we just kind of like refocus our mind back into the inside of would say like internal mind. So just kind of basically placing your hands above um, your chest, kind of like where the heart is, and just kind of quiet your mind and go inward a little bit during the pose. There are some hips strengthening in this pose, so that it's kind of like a transition from that position to the heart chest opening. So there may be some of the hips opening, and that would be beneficial for your hip tightness. So just kind of release some tightness from your hips. Um, what else? Yeah, so basically that's mostly I would cover in this session. I would try to go maybe 45 minutes or so. So we're gonna do 2 rounds of each flow, and then we just gonna go down the mat and do just a little bit of chest opening or heart chakra focus before we close the session. Just also just want to give out the information out there that um, since I'm in the process of moving to a different rental place, so I'm gonna try to get online every Sunday as usual to feature the flow. Especially for people that have been taking the classes with me in person in the past. But if you don't see me at all um, on some Sundays, it is because I'm kind of busy packing, so I wouldn't have time to, um, get online and do this yoga. But I'm gonna try. I'm kind of like 1/3 of being done in terms of packing. However, I still kind of like moving from room to room. So mostly I'm kind of like throwing away some of my clothes that I I have not been wearing them, and kind of selecting out and throw away some. So yeah, so a lot of that's why moving sucks for that reason. Like you have to throw away some stuff that you think you don't need it anymore. Anyway, so get back to this kind of session. What we're gonna do is basically first we're gonna go to child pose, and again, if you have been following my sessions, you could opening your hips a little bit more by opening your thighs open widely, separately from each other, so that you can sink down a little bit more, and that would help to stretch your hips out more. And then from the giant pose right here, the important thing is always keep your spine straight. So sink down your belly and your chest to the mat, but keep your spine straight, so don't round your shoulders or your back so much. Just kind of sink it down right here, pushing your hips back, so that would help to stretch your hips a little bit more. And then from here, we're gonna needle through our shoulders, right shoulders, and kind of like sit or sink back on your right shoulders. You can put your right cheeks on the mat, or you can put your entire face on the mat facing forward. So it's all up to you. The important thing is trying to lengthen our spine. So this is another way of touching base with your heart chakra, is just sinking down and then try to touch your chest, flatten out to the mat. So just get back to your breathing, like that. Pay attention to the rhythm of your breathing. And then you move it out, we're gonna do the other side. Kneel through, kind of lean and lay on your left shoulders. Try to flatten out your back, meaning you flatten out your chest. Sink back a little bit. This position is so good, especially if you are doing weightlifting for your upper body. A lot of shoulder press. If you do that, a lot of shoulder press and chest press. This stretch, after you do all kind of those trainings, and then you stretch this one, it feels so good. It just release a lot of soreness and tension. And then we move it down. What we're going to do is going to go to the knees. So if it hurts your knees, then just pat the mat. Like double the mat and pat your knees with the mat. We're going to curl our toes just to activate our toes. Again, if you want, you can separate your thighs out a little bit to make this stand a little bit wider, or if you want, you can close your thighs together, and that would activate a little bit more of your core. So it's all up to you. You either want to emphasize your hips a little bit more, then widen your thighs out, or if you want to use a little bit more core, then just closing your thighs together. Okay, from here, what I'm going to do is wrap your right hand over, and then your left hand kind of like clasp the hands together, and then from here we're going to pull back. So kind of protract your shoulders to the back and pull your right hand toward the left, and then you lean to the left. So you're going to stretch your right side. At the same time, you kind of like activate your chest as well. So kind of lengthening your chest out. If you want the stretch to your neck, then just tilt your head to the left as well. pull it that way. Get a couple look ahead of you. Try to create some tension, pulling right here to stretch a little bit more. And then inhale, exhale, release it out. Do the other side. So again, wrap your left hand over to the waist. And then your right hand just clasp it. And then kind of pull to the right. Pull it down, pull closer to you. And then lean to the right. Perk your chest up a little bit. And then release it out, shake it all out. We're gonna go to right to the flow. So I'm gonna go to downward facing dog. Again, several times that I mentioned you do is you can put your feet kind of like shoulder distance. And the important here again is try to lengthen in your spine. That way you try to open up your chest. So shoot your hips back. If you cannot have the heels touching to the ground, and just bend your knee, okay? Just important here is your spine straight. So it doesn't matter if your heels can touch to the ground. If they can, that's great. If not, just bend your knees so that you can lengthen your back more. We're gonna do from here is a little bit of shoulders and chest activation. That means you're gonna bend your elbows down to the dolphin and shoot yourself up. I'm gonna do probably just 5 of this. If it's just too much, you can walk your feet closer a little bit so that you won't feel some compensation of your shoulders, and you won't feel too much pain for that reason. But if you feel more stretch and walk your feet out a little bit, so it all depends on your anatomy. So just kind of like press your elbows down to the mat and shoot it out. 1, 2, and it's fine if you cannot have the elbows on the ground. So the important here is just try to aim your elbows down to the mat. Doesn't matter if they cannot touch the ground. And important here, again, if you cannot have the heels on the mat, then bend your knees and then touch the elbow. Important here is try to get your chest lengthening and your back lengthening. 4 and 5 and shooting out. And if you're shorting your stand, just walk back a little bit. Just stretch out your back and your chest a little bit more. And then from here, inhale, right hand lift up. Exhale, move to a high plank, and then get your right foot between your 2 hands here. And then inhale, we're gonna go to warrior 1. Get yourself up to the sky right here. Now, what we're gonna do is instead of keep in this cat position, again at warrior 1, your left foot is 45 degrees. Your hips still facing forward. You don't try to rotate your hips to your left side. So try to aim your hips in front of you. Sink down a little bit more, your right knee not over your ankle. And then left hand lift up. Right hand you can put above your chest, right where the heart is, and sink a little bit more. And then you can look to the right and try to look back to the left heel. Hold here, inhale, exhale. Now this time we're gonna rotate our body From here, sink down, so kind of get your chest down, kind of like I would say 90 degrees to the ground. Open up your wing. Now option here, you can lift up your right heel, sink a little bit more, creating some sort of chest perking down to the ground. And then inhale, rotate back. Right hand on your chest, on your heart. I'm going to do 2 more of this rotation. Inhale here. Exhale, open up. Sink down right here. And then inhale, go back. Try to sink the hips a little bit more. Last one. Exhale, rotate back. Sing a little bit as slow as you can, but important here to push your hips back, okay? Try push back, hurt the chest out, and try to aim the chest go down to the ground. And then inhale, shoot the hands up. Exhale this time, we're gonna get our left foot step forward to the right to Uttanasana. I say it right. To the chair pose. From here, we're going to clasp our hands, hurt the chest out. So you can keep the feet close together, it's up to you, or shoulder width. Sink down, imagine there's a chair that you're going to sit, clasp the hand, open up right here. Now from here, option here, you're going to lift up the heels. If it's too much, you don't have to lift it up. Sink a little bit lower and lower. Hold it right here. Try to pull your shoulders back and perk the chest out. From here. And then inhale, slowly push yourself, the heels still up. Push up, hands release. Inhale up, exhale, heels out to the mat. And then we're gonna go to vinyasa. So inhale, hands to the sky, exhale, push the hips down, close your head down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back or jump back, chaturanga, elbows hugging. This is kind of like a tricep pushing here. Go down. Inhale. No cobra. Exhale back to the downward facing dog. Okay, so the other side. Inhale, left foot lift. Exhale, shift to high plank. Step left foot between your 2 hands to warrior 1. Inhale. Up to the sky. Exhale again. I'm gonna do is left hand to your heart and kind of like sink down more. Try to look back to your right heels. Sink a little bit lower. And then exhale, rotate down. Hurt your left heel up option. Sink down, push your hips back a little bit more. So you can see from here, sink, hurt it out. And then inhale, back to this warrior 1. Exhale. Sink down and fly your wings. Inhale. Exhale. Fly the wings. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep it out, open it out, and then go back to warrior one. From here, inhale, step back and step front, sorry, to meet your left foot to Uttanasana chair pose. Option here, clasp the hands. And then get your heels up. Sink it down. Sit down a little bit more. Push it back. At the same time, perk your chest up. And then slowly pushing up. Heels to lifted until that heels down to the ground. Okay, we're going to do one more of this flow. So we're going to go vinyasa, inhale, hands lift up. Exhale, vertebrate by vertebrate. Lead with the chest first and then close down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back or jump back. Chaturanga. Tricep push up. Inhale, chest lift up. Exhale. Now we're facing right side. Inhale, right foot lift up. Exhale, shift to plank. Put your right foot between your two hands. If you cannot pull your foot to between the hands, and then when you step wherever you can, kind of like scoot it up, okay? To between two hands. Get your left foot 45 degrees. Go to warrior one. Check your alignment with your hips facing forward. You inhale, reach up. Exhale, again, your right hand to the chest and look back. Sink it down a little bit more. Push your hips out a little bit. Inhale here. Exhale, open up. Lift up your left heel if you can. Sink down a little bit more. Inhale here. Exhale, inhale back. Back. Exhale. Open up your wing. Inhale, last one. Right up. Look back. Try to see your left heel. And then exhale. Open up out. And then back to warrior one. And then inhale, exhale. Step your left foot to chair pose. Hold here. Sit down a little bit more. Clasp the hand. And then lift up your left. All your heels are hit. Sit back a little bit more. And slowly push the heels up. Out, inhale. Hands swift to the sky. Exhale, bow down. Vertebrate, vertebrate. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, dog. I'm gonna go to the side so you can see my front. Inhale, left foot lift. Exhale, shift to plank. Put your right foot between your two hands. Right ankle rotate to 45 degrees. Inhale, go to warrior one. Exhale this time. Left hand to your chest and try to look back to your right heel. Sorry, look to the other side, not to the right. Look to the right heel, so look to the left and try to look at your right heel. And then inhale, exhale, open up, sink down, part your chest out a little bit. And then inhale, back to warrior one. Exhale, open it out, sink it down. Inhale, lift up. The last one, exhale, hands down, open it. And then inhale, back to warrior one. Check your alignment for sure. Then inhale, lift your right foot up to chair pose. Exhale, clasp the hands. Option here, lift up your heels. Sink down a little bit more. Squeeze your shoulders together. Perk out your chest and then slowly push yourself up. And get your heels down to the mat. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, close down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, down facing dog. The next move we do here is from here, slowly step your feet closer and closer, closer to the point that you cannot step anymore. This way, you actually try to engage your core into your shoulders and your chest. Step a little closer here. From here, inhale slowly. Release your hands, go up to the sky. Exhale, down. From here, we're gonna go with some of the hips opening at the same time. We're gonna incorporate some of the chest opening. So again, there's some options for you before we flow. So if you cannot get your foot right up next to your hips and can clasp like me, that's fine. You can do is try, so important here is avoid your knee. You can go lower like this way and then you can sink back, and we're gonna sit back right here. Okay, now important here is you trying to open up your hips this way or the other way. So try not to do like an eagle leg. Try to do is opening up and then sinking down. If you can get your foot close to your hips, that's great. And if you can bind, that's wonderful. So from here, you can engage the core, but shift some of the weight to the right, and then pick up our foot. And then you can use your hands, move your foot, your left foot, closer to your hips. Now you're gonna experience some sensation, and also you can feel your flexibility and your strength in two sides when we switch. So my right side is really, really strong. So I can then bind my foot right here, and then I'm gonna lean forward, get your hands out right here, or if you want, you can wrap your hands, so kind of using your right and touching your left elbow. So the important here is try to get your hips open up. Oops. Okay. And here, perk your chest out. And slowly, from here, we're gonna sit and then find the ground. Get your hands down on the ground. Move back a little bit. So you're gonna sit down, okay? Try to go sit down to the mat. Now, option here, you can remove the hands and do like a third eye touching, or just keep the hands right on the mat. And then what we're gonna do is walk back. Oops, I run out of space. My new place has the finished basement, so I can do a lot of workout in the basement. So from here, your hands facing forward, you up perk yourself up. Get your chest pushed up to the sky. You can keep your head facing forward to protect your neck, or if you feel, you can throw your head back. Push your hips up a little bit, and then exhale. Now walk back. Safely still keep your foot from here. What you're gonna do is walk back to the point that your knee start to touch to the ground. Let me move back for you right here. And then from here, you can try to perk yourself up and touch base with your heart. And then slowly get your foot down. Right here, use the core, pull yourself up, and slowly get yourself up. Standing. Woo. Shake it out. Woo. Some of the tightness right here that you open your hips in the way that your hips can never be opened before. Okay, my left side a little bit weaker so you can see me. Certain thing that I get more wobbling and falling out more, that is totally normal. We are born in a way that is never a symmetry, right? It's never been equal strength or equal shape or whatever that's the nature is. So if we fall out, pick yourself up and repeat. Okay, from here up, and then again use your hands, pull your hips closer. Now I didn't show you if you cannot go to the hips like me. So say if you do to your ankle, right? Sing it down, keeping it down. Keep your foot still right here, touching it to your right foot. Left foot touching it. And then you can do right here, sitting, walk back, perk yourself up, walk forward. Get your right foot down like this. You can put your left knee on the ground and then get yourself up. To the other side, again, I'm going to feature that. I'm going to try to get my right foot to the hips. So engage your core, shift some of the weight to the left, pick up your right foot right here. You can see that I'm wobbling already. Wrap your hands over, lean in front of you, wrap around. And then from here, release it out, find the ground. Slowly get yourself down to the mat. You can remove your hands. Get all out. Walk back. Make sure don't hold your breath. Each time you transition to the next, just inhale and exhale. Hands facing forward you. Get yourself up. Perk it up. Woo. Here. Close it down. Walk yourself back. Walk forward. Get your left knee down to the ground. Let me pull my thing back. And then from here, use your core. Get down. Use the core. Put yourself up. And then go up, move it out, shake it all out. Let's repeat one more. And then we're going to go down to the mat. Do a couple more flows just gently before we close the session. So again, To the other side. Engage through the core. Put the weight to the right. Pick up. Try to get to your hips. Wrap around. Lean forward. Oops. Your body gonna get a little bit more tired today after this. So try to hydrate because of the hips and the core strengthening in the last poses. And then from here, hands down to the ground. Sit back. Move the hands. Walk back. Find a place. Like me. Hands facing forward. Perk your hips up. Exhale, sink the hips down. Make sure the chest up. Walk your hands back. Walk back in front of you. Get your right knee on the mat. Use the core. Up. Oops. Look down, find a spot. Then hands down. Use the core. Pick yourself up. And slowly go up. Remove the foot. Shake it all out. Holy hip. Holy hips and legs and thighs. Okay, the other side, and then we finish. So shift some to the left. Lift up. Oopsie. Pull your right foot closer. You know where to go. Try to wrap. Try to touch your right foot. And forward. Inhale, exhale. Hands find the ground. Slowly get yourself down to the mat. It's all out. Back. Ooh. It's kind of wonky, donkey. Awkward position. Lift up your hips and your chest. Back, down. Walk yourself out. And then get your left knee on the mat or on the floor. Use the core. Self up. Ooh. Hands down. Play with it. We don't have time to skip play, so it's gonna demo what it should be to you. Hands down. Put yourself up. Walk it back. Move it down, go up. And then remove your right foot out. Shake it all out. Holy hip. Holy thighs. And then from here, we're gonna go down to the mat. Strain our legs out just to release some of the awkward position that you had with that hips opening. That's right. Shake it out. But do just a simple twist from here. So left foot can cross over from here. And then we're gonna twist both directions. So first, you can wrap your hands and walk your left foot. Make sure to flex your right foot. Just like we look back, simple twist. From here, if you want, you can try by through the loop. Release all out to the other side. So right and walk back, wrap around. One. Hurt your chest out, and then get out. Right foot cross over. Again, walk your right hand back. Hurt the chest, make sure hurt the chest out. Flex your left foot. If you want, you can bind. Release it all out to the other side. So left hand back, wrap around. Release all out, shake it all out. Last one before you go to vinyasa, you can use the core, round your shoulder to go down to your mat. You can fall down. Then go down to happy baby. So hand to your feet and push your knees closer to your chest. And just rock left to right, massaging your lower back. And then feet close up, go down to Savasana, corpse pose for relaxation. And that's it for the day. We just have around 40 minutes, 5 minutes of relaxation. So we really good with time today. And I hope that you have some sort of touch base with your heart, your inner self, through your heart with these kind of moves. And if you want a little bit more of chest opening, I have other sessions and you can check it out. So basically to activate your heart chakra, there are several ways to do. One is just some back bends. So that's where you're shooting your chest out. The other way is you just try to squeeze your shoulders together, perk your chest out. So today is that one of the ways that I show you to activate your heart chakra or opening your chest. At the same time, I want to show you some of the wonky donkey positions for your hips. It's really good the way because you wouldn't have that kind of sensation before. Even if you do some weightlifting, weight training, most of the time you just do more like 180 degrees of all the movement. It's so hard to do 360. So the way that I show you is actually activate and strengthening your hips in 360 degrees way. At the same time, you kind of stretch your hips too. So let me know what you think. Give me some comments, and I'll see you next week. Hopefully, if my packing going to the way that I think that I will finish by the end of the month. If I feel I have so much going on that I have to continue packing without going online for yoga demo, then I'm so sorry. I'll see you next time. But stay safe, stay healthy. And by the way, I'm so happy to share with you that I'm going to get a COVID vaccine. So as part of a yoga instructor for Galaxy Brain Center Therapy, I was teaching yoga to patients who have some brain injuries. So they just contacted the health department and get everyone in the center vaccinated. And even I'm a part-time, but I'm eligible for it. So I'm really happy that and lucky, I have to say I'm really lucky to have this vaccine to fight the COVID. And if you don't know much about vaccine, so it's gonna be Pfizer vaccine. We have like two options right now, Moderna and Pfizer. So for some reason, we're gonna get Pfizer vaccine. But I'm a pro-vaccine because I'm a scientist. So don't worry. My sister got vaccinated. My cousin, my sister who is cardiologist, she's a frontline worker considering. So she got vaccinated. And my cousin who is pharmacist, she got vaccinated as well. And actually she, they have no reactions, no allergies, reaction or anything. So just kind of like examples for you to see that yes, the vaccine is safe, and they did have extensive research and testing to show the efficacy and to show the safety, and it passed the FDA. So yeah, don't be afraid if you have some offers to get vaccinated. So just go ahead. I encourage you to have this vaccine if you can, and if you are eligible in your state. So stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.